Hello, hello, hello. This is Luke with the Matthews Immigration. Please share this live. We have some, I don't know if I can say it's terrible, but I can say it's crazy, crazy, crazy immigration updates. Like so crazy. Yeah, this administration is just on immigration. Nothing but immigration. Nothing but immigration. So share this live. Please share this live. Again, my name is Luke with the Matthews Immigration, practicing for 19 years exactly this past May 25th. I made it 19 years. People with TPS are in serious trouble. People with TPS are in serious trouble. So if you have TPS right now, please start looking into other way to get out. And the reason is because the Federal Court of Appeal just gave the Trump administration a green light that they have the right to stop TPS if they want to stop it. So they have the right to stop TPS if they want to stop it. And this is why they say TPS is not a permanent immigration status. So if you have TPS, seriously, and I've been saying this for so long, look into other ways. Look into other way out. Look into other way out. If not, you may be deported when you ain't supposed to be deported. Because when you have a TPS, you have a chance to adjust your status. So easy. All you have to do, maybe if you are lucky, you meet a US citizen. Again, a marriage must be genuine, not a fake marriage. You marry, adjust your status. That's simple. Or maybe you have a child born in the US, then adjust your status through your child. Or maybe look into VAWA. Look into cancellation of removal. There are so many ways. If you have a TPS, currently have a TPS, there are ways for you to get a green card. I was talking to a guy from Haiti who's married to a US citizen for over 15 years. Seriously, I'm not kidding. That was last Monday. I had a consultation with a man, a lady actually from married to a US citizen, and they have kids. He's still on TPS. And I asked, do you have a parole? Yes. And then why you don't adjust your status? Oh no, we don't know if you can do it. They say TPS, you cannot. I was like, what? So please, my consultation is free. You are from Haiti, it doesn't matter. As long as you are on TPS, even if your TPS been expired, even if your TPS been out, meaning the Trump administration refused to extend the TPS, please look into adjustment of status. Don't wait. Start putting all your evidence together because it's so clear. Federal appeal court just said Trump administration have the right to deport or to stop TPS. If they see that the country does not deserve to get TPS status, they should stop it. So what does this mean? It really means if you are from Haiti, remember, they tried to stop TPS from Haiti how many times? Venezuela, all these countries, they stopped it. Only if TPS is still here today is because of judges. The judges try to block it. The judge always, when the USCIS come, judges always step in. But now it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. So please look into adjustment of status. You have a TPS. I don't care your situation. If you want to stay in the US, then look into getting out of it. Even the people of DACA, that's another news we're gonna go to. Again, my name is Luke. For those who just join us, if you like what I'm doing, please share this live and go ahead and follow me. My consultation is free. I don't charge. My consultation is 100% free. Anyone who ever requested a consultation from me, they know 100%, and people can tell you here, it's free. I'm gonna start taking questions here on TikTok, and I'm gonna start taking question question on our on TikTok and YouTube. Okay, so I just have to say, not everything I do. If you are coming on this our page and start casing and all that stuff, unfortunately, we're gonna have to remove you. Okay, you casing me doesn't change anything. Okay, calling me names or whatever, you don't like what I do, coming up and say the truth, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. You know, it doesn't change my education. It doesn't change my color scheme. It doesn't change anything. Remember, you stone Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam ran from Mecca to Medina. What did he do wrong? Nothing. What did Jesus do wrong? What did he do wrong? Jesus. Nothing. What did Paul do wrong? Nothing. So if you come here on a guy like me who's been doing this for 19 years and you think you can say something here on social media and it's gonna hit me, you are lying to yourself. I've been through it. I've been through all kind of stuff. The government been through, on me. Everybody been on me, and I'm here. Yeah. So all I'm trying to say here, we want here to have people, who are need help. Unfortunately, some people are not happy with what we're doing because I saw some comment here, people saying, look at this and this. He's saying something here, so I don't want to say what he said because there's no point for it. If you come here and say you think you want to put your pornography here because it happen all the time, I don't care. You're wasting your time. I'm saving my God. You saving your God. That's it. Okay, I really don't care. I just want to do my best and you do your best. Now, for my people with TPS, please don't sleep. I beg you, I ask you, please, please, please. You have TPS starting tomorrow. If you don't want to talk to me, talk to any other lawyer. Make sure you start putting all your evidence together before it's too late because the federal court just gave the Trump administration a green light. They say, hey, if you don't want the TPS to be on, you think the country doesn't deserve TPS, take it off. That's what is happening right now. So don't wait till last minute. You may look into cancellation of removal. If you've been in the US, you don't have nothing. You may look into cancellation of removal. You may look into VAWA. You may look into maybe you are married to a US citizen. Maybe you have a child born in the US. Maybe married to a US citizen. There are many ways to do. Okay, but you need to get out from TPS. Share this live. Share this live. Follow me if you like what I'm doing. Please share this live. Yeah. Okay. If you don't like the same person is coming here, I'm gonna leave your comment there. It's not a problem. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not your buddy. We are not at the same level. Okay. I'm going in my 50s in a little bit. I got kids going in a college, so don't think I'm your buddy. If you see me, I look like younger, but I'm not. I'm a grown person. Yeah. Been in the jungle, been everywhere you can imagine. So, our second thing, yeah, you grow up in eating what? Cheeseburger and all that, McDonald's and stuff, and you think you are a tough guy. No, you are not. I respect if you're in the army. If you go save your country in the army, I respect you. How come I'm actually doing stuff, amazing stuff in your own country, and you are there broke? You are broke. I know. Because if you have something going on, you won't even have time to come here and say that crap. You have time to come and listen to immigrant discussion. Immigrant discussion. Well, you yourself are a son of immigrant. You don't even know yourself. Including your own president got married an immigrant, right? hmm So we're gonna start taking your question. So that's on TPS. Another crazy, crazy, crazy update is on expedited removal. Expedited removal. Okay. Expedited removal is so terribly terrible. So If you've been in the US for less than 2 years, right now, I want you to pay attention. If you've been in the US for less than 2 years, you have to make sure you have some evidence to prove that you've been in the US for 2 years, because the Federal Court of Appeal, again, this is what they say again. They say, if you've been in the US for 2 years, you have no right to see a judge. I'm actually reading, okay? If you've been in the US, this is exactly the ruling. And Sotomayor, this is what the Sotomayor said, that the lady in the Supreme, Supreme Court, this is what she said. If you've been in the US for less than 2 years, this is gonna hurt so many people. Unfortunately, they have no right to see an immigration judge. So, and this is a serious thing. Meaning, if you've been in the US for 2 years, less than 2 years, again, let me be very clear. Who's in danger here? If you enter the US through the southern border, so if you enter the US with a visa, you are okay. But if you came through the southern border within 2 years, you've been in the US 2 years or less than 2 years, and you came through the southern border, make sure you have proof to show to ICE that you've been in the US for 2 years and that you deserve to have a regular removal proceedings, instead of them just packing you up and say, hey, you're gonna be deported. So this is what is happening right now. And this ruling is actually yesterday. Okay. I'm sorry, it was on Friday. Today, Sunday, was on Friday. So this is something really, I think every immigrant, everybody should know. Everybody should know this. They won't give you a chance to see a judge. Does that mean, if your case is already in court, they're just gonna deport you? Absolutely no. You may still have a chance for due process to go through the process. But if they decide we don't want you to see a judge, they can just pack you and you're good to go. Unfortunately. So this is what is happening. And another last update before I start taking questions here is on birthright citizenship. Tomorrow, Monday, they're going to decide on birthright citizenship. The Supreme Court will decide on birthright citizenship. It's gonna be something. It's kind of, I don't know, but I believe they don't have a chance. But again, with all this stuff happening, what is not possible? Anything is possible. So much is happening in the US that is like, there's no other job but immigrant. I mean, inflation is all up there. Gas price, everything. Eggs, I mean, nothing. It's just something. And they're saying basically, if insurance, this is what the President Trump said, if insurance is going so high, it's because of undocumented immigrants, because of immigrants. They're making insurance go high. They're making inflation go high. That's exactly what he said. Okay, I don't have time to say anything about Trump. He's doing his job. I'm gonna do my job. My job is here to try to, talk to my people, show them what's going on, and trying to help my people. It's just crazy. So, if you're a green card holder, and I'm saying this because just last week, this week, from Monday all the way to Friday, I spoke to a brother from Nigeria. I spoke to a brother from Ghana, and they were coming back from Ghana. When they came to the airport, all of a sudden, they took them to secondary inspection room. Even US citizens are being taken to secondary inspection room. Not all of them, some. And they'll tell you, we need to look into your bags, which is normal. We need to look into your phone. Seriously, they are looking into everybody's cell phone. Some people, green card holders, some US citizens don't have to run into this. Okay, they don't run into this stuff. But unfortunately, they are looking into people's cell phones. This brother from Nigeria, and I was talking to him yesterday, consultation yesterday, and he told me I was at the airport for 16 straight hours, question after question after question. And this was the mistake he did. On his phone, he said that he sent a text message, or he said, according to him, I never sent a text message, but they found in his phone a text message sent in 2019 that is saying, this marriage is just paper. I don't care about it. It's just paper. After this, I'm gonna figure out what to do. So at the CBP at the airport, we're going through his text message, and they went back to the message of 2019 and found out that was he was saying. And guess what happened to him? He was at the airport for 16 straight hours. CBP is telling him, you need to sign a document that you did a marriage fraud. And he was arguing, no, I didn't do that. So it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 16 hours. At the end, they let him go. They say all the detention centers are packed, we can't take you. So, yeah. If you're a green card holder, even a US citizen, just take all the unnecessary messages. Take them out. The country right now, as far as immigration goes, is going through a turbulent. It's going through something. It's going through something. You all know, you all see it. I'm not saying you have no right to travel. You want to travel right now, you have a 48 months extension, you have a 2-year green card, you have a 10-year green card. You are free to travel right now. Buy a ticket and go. But just make sure whatever you have in your phone is out. Why you keep keeping messages? Seriously, I was talking to this brother from Nigeria. I was telling him, why you keep messages since 2019? Why? Why you still use the phone since 2019? Why? Even if the phone still work, okay, but delete those WhatsApp messages. So get rid of those messages. That's one thing. And I got another brother from Ghana, exact the same situation, but he was at the airport for 10 hours. So please do that. Travel. When you come back, make sure you don't have any stuff on your phone. I don't care. It's not just about people applying for B1, B2, or people enter the US on a tourist visa, on a J1 visa, whatever visa. Now, green card holder. Okay, it doesn't mean you cannot travel. You are free to travel. You are free to do whatever you want to do. Absolutely no problem.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Can't complain. I didn't take your question yet. You're gonna have to wait until I get to you. Again, for those who just join us, my name is Luke with the Matthews Immigration, practicing for 19 years. And if you have any question, you want to talk to me, you don't know what to do about your case, maybe you have already a lawyer and you just want to get a second opinion, contact me. Because sometimes most of these people have lawyers and lawyers don't talk to them. They don't even talk to them.
Yeah, sir, I have a question.
No. Please. We have people before you, okay, my sister?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see, we have so many people before you. We have Moradi, we have so many people before you. So just be patient, okay? I'm gonna get to you, okay? We have to follow the order. Otherwise, others here are gonna be like, what's going on? You can't go to Walmart and then pass the line. Everybody's gonna jump on you. You know how it goes. Okay. So if you have any question, very easy to contact me. We have our website in the bio. You just click on the link and you're gonna see a place, say request for, schedule an appointment, schedule a consultation. Just schedule that. Very easy. I will talk to you. Normally our appointment is within 3 to 5 days, 3 to 4 days, we'll talk. Okay. And our consultation is a video consultation. All our consultation must be video. Why? Because you have to make sure you know who you're talking to. We have to make sure we know who you're talking to. It's very, very important. Because a lot of fake pages, a lot of people are taking my videos, creating fake pages. So many scammers. So many scammers. Yeah, and you have to be careful. Make sure you know who you're talking to. Make sure the person you're talking to, you can see the people. It doesn't matter just me. Anyone on social media, you want to talk to anybody, anyone, you make sure you see them. Otherwise, you'll be scammed. So go ahead and follow. Please follow. Please follow. If you feel what we do here, we bring a little bit of value to this community, then follow. Please. Okay, we're gonna take our first question from Morad. I think it's Moradio. Okay, and I'm also gonna take question here on YouTube. Okay, so my people from YouTube, if you have a question, go ahead and ask your questions.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, how you been?
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity you give to me today, because I've been since last year. I've been chatting you up. If I'm not mistaken, since last 2 years, I've been chatting you up, and then I have your number since last 2 years. Even yourself in a couple of times, and you just chat me, and since then, and then I didn't hear from you again. So I was waiting and waiting for the time that you are going to be online, so that I can be able to just talk to you like this. And I'm so glad, and I'm happy for the opportunity that you give to me today, because I was on your live last week as well. So when you are live, I keep tapping, I keep talking that you should bring me up. I have something to say. So unfortunately, that's the person that is bringing someone up, and I think the time has gone. Let me go straight to the point. And I'm married a citizen of an American, which is my wife, and we fight for I-130 since I think it's December. They get back to us on December. They give me the receipt of December 28th on 2024. That's where they send the receipt to us. So, and then since then, we have been counting, and then they get back to us again that they change the receipt number, and then they change the receipt number, and then has told me that they will get back to me in 21 months. Since then, since 21 months, still counting, and then my 21 months has finished, and then I'm being stuck, and then I don't even know what to do again. I was so down. I don't even know what to do. And my wife, she doesn't know any lawyer. We have not even put in our case in any lawyer's hand, except the person that helped us to file the I-130. So, and I was trying to be even reach out to you, so that you can be my lawyer, and then so that is my major point. And then what can I do on this situation that I am right now?
My question, my first question is, I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. Where are you currently? Are you in the US or outside the US?
I'm in Nigeria currently right now.
Okay, you're in Nigeria. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, and this is gonna help you a lot. And I hope anyone who's in Nigeria right now asking themselves how long my case is gonna do. Listen, where your case is standing right now, I have no clue. But all I can say, don't spend any money on any lawyer. I need you to listen to me. Even if you give me money, I'm not gonna change anything on your case. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what you can do. Okay? Because lawyers don't make your case go fast. Of course, all lawyers does is to make sure that your case is done really super good. Super good, like super good. When we talk about super good, if they are thorough, they'll make sure your case is well packaged, nothing is missing. You already submitted your case. Your case is already in the system. So if you go and take a lawyer, you are just throwing the money on the lawyer, because your case is already in there. What I can tell you, if you want to take a lawyer, is probably to follow up after your case has been approved with USCIS. Now you want to go to the NVC to do the other stuff. Then you can get a lawyer. That's when you need a lawyer. So right now, you don't need a lawyer. All you can do is probably to request for an update, request for decision. But I ask you exactly where you're from. Why? Is because Nigeria is on travel ban. Yes, the judges said any country on travel ban, they should start adjudicating cases from a travel ban country. And unfortunately, this government, they say, yeah, we're gonna start working on it. They accept it, they will respect the judge's order, but at the same time, they file an appeal. I want you to understand what I'm saying. They say, yes, we are going to follow the judge order. The judge said we should start adjudicating people from the travel ban country, but they still file an appeal. What am I saying? Yes, are they looking into people case? They are looking into people cases right now. But why they file an appeal again? That's the issue. So because USCIS has such a huge backlog, it has a huge backlog, meaning they're already behind, like for Nigeria processing and many other cases on I-130, they're already behind. The minimum processing time is from 18 months to 22 months. If you're in the Caribbean, you are looking between 12, 14 months. In the Caribbean, it's completely different. But African cases, we are looking at 18 and up. Caribbean is completely different. They process their case so quick. Dominica, Jamaica, yeah, their case is really, really fast. But any country in Africa is between 18 months to 22 months. And that's the reason why I'm saying you don't have to go crazy. When you put a travel ban on top,
and again, sir.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish, my brother.
And again, sir.
Let me finish, okay? So when you put the travel ban on top, when you put this administration, how it's treating people on top, and I'm gonna tell you something. I want everybody to go and look at statistics. This is very important. Immigration for a long, long time, they hate family-based cases. They hate family-based cases. They prefer employment-based cases because these people come here to work and bring something to the economy and do something. Family-based cases, you see somebody, okay, who's on food stamp. Just an example, please, my people on food stamp, don't get me wrong. Somebody on food stamp or Medicaid, they go bring their mother or father who's already 65 or 70, 68, or even 72. They file for the father who's 72 years old. Now the father is going to come to the US. Will this father or mother work in the US? The father can speak English, the mother can speak English, or the brother, who they can speak English. So what they do, they're going to be on social program. This is the reality. And I'm going to tell you why this is so important, what I'm telling you. When you see cases stuck at the embassy, how many people die? How many people die and they have their case? Right now, I have 12 cases. 12 cases, the petitioner died. US citizen petitioner, 12 cases, their spouse died. Meaning those cases, dead. If you check statistics, they're talking almost 15,000 cases, people die. 15,000 cases, not people, cases. The petitioner or the beneficiary or the child or the mother or somebody died in the process. So when they do this long processing time, there's a reason for it. I don't want to go and make a decision on this or say something, but I want you to think about what I'm saying. Why then they hold on case for so long? The embassy staff can process this immediately. But they've been told, hold on cases. Just like now you can see, we can see it now with our eyes. We can see it clearly. We don't want to allow you in the US. It doesn't matter you are married to a US citizen. It doesn't matter anything. Or you are married to a US citizen, go back to your country. You can get a green, apply for whatever and come back. Now you understand why is that Jamaica cases in the Caribbean will take few months. Well, in Africa, will take 3 years. Small country like Rwanda, cases are taking 3.5 years in Rwanda. How many population is Rwanda? Almost same population as Jamaica. Cases in Guinea. Guinea is not even Guinea Conakry, Guinea-Bissau. This population, even we go Gabon, population is small. Togo, very small. But cases are taking 8 years. We say, oh, we have backlog. But this population is 10 times lower than the Jamaican population, yet Jamaica cases are going 7 months, 12 months, and the cases in Togo are taking 3 years. I want you to understand, I'm saying this because this is my experience for 19 years. The reason they hold on case and they lie on backlog, maybe I shouldn't say a lie, they just use the backlog as an excuse, is to hold on cases so not everybody should come to the US. And it always work. It always work. In the system is because if the case were taking so much really, really quick, what's gonna happen? Your spouse is gonna be in the US. But when the case takes a little bit longer, so many people divorce, so many people is gonna happen this. My brother, all I'm trying to say to you, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Nigeria is on travel ban. Trump administration doesn't want anybody to come. Listen to me, my brother. I'm trying to answer you. Trump administration doesn't want people to come to the US. I need you to understand that. Nigeria is on travel ban. So don't think if you get a lawyer, if you contact me, I'm not going to take your case because there's nothing I can do. You already submitted your case is already in the system. So all you're going to do, my brother, is chill. Pray God, fast, and relax and wait. Your turn is going to come. Regardless, it doesn't matter how long the travel ban is going to stay, the travel ban will go away anyway. If they gave you a different receipt, then I don't know why, because I never had such a thing where USCIS issue a receipt and then they change and give you a different receipt. It doesn't make no sense. I never seen that for 19 years. No way. Brother, I'm just telling you, 19 years I'm doing this. I never had that. How they gonna change your receipt and give you another receipt? What I need you to do, send a message. I'll talk to you on Wednesday. Request for consultation. I'll talk to you on Wednesday. It's free. And then you can send me that receipt and let's look at it. And then we can question them why we have 2 receipts. Okay? Why? Why you have 2 receipts? You don't 2 receipts since when? For what? So if you have this situation, I understand your frustration. I'm saying it's like weird. I never heard it. I never heard about it. But again, we learn, we live and we learn. And I'm learning from you now that yes, you can submit a case. And then after your case is being processed, now they change a different receipt. It's something I'm learning, So I haven't seen that for my past 19 years. Please contact me, send something on Wednesday or tomorrow. Then we're gonna set up an appointment. My team will set up an appointment, and believe me, my brother, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna help her to go about it. But what you should do, if you got a second receipt, you're supposed to write to immigration. I think there must be a law. There must be a mistake. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What you have to do.
And again, sir.
Okay. Hold on. We have so many people here. I hope. Hold on, my brother. We have so many people here. What is that I said here? It doesn't make sense to you. Do you have any other question? I hope your question is really straight.
No, absolutely. I love what you said. And
not about loving what I'm saying. This is the fact, my brother. This is a fact. What I'm telling you is a fact.
No, I'm saying the truth. I'm saying the truth. I'm saying the truth. What you said, sir, right now, I love it. And that is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to follow. Because we have been waiting for that. And then I've been waiting for someone to talk to like this. And then you give me what I needed. You understand? And right now, I checked the processing time.
My brother, please, listen to me. Listen. Don't worry about the processing time. All this is computer generated. Okay? If you talk to a wrong person, they would like to say, oh, yeah, we can see the issue. Your processing time was saying 4 months. Now it's saying 18 months. This is very strange. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take your case. I'm going to help you. And they will not do nothing. They're going to take your money and they're going to send some paper to me. Listen to me. They're going to send some paper to immigration and they're going to make you believe they're helping you, but they're not helping you. That processing time is fake, is never real, is not what it reflects on your case. The processing time is based on the cases they're receiving on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. So it can go high, it can go down. That's it. Don't worry about the processing time. Just relax until it's approved. It's gonna be approved. You can see your processing time was maybe they're saying is 10 months. And all of a sudden, you see later on they say it's 4 months, and all of a sudden again it go 12 months. Don't worry about it. Don't go crazy. It's just computer generated messages up there. Okay, please don't worry, my brother. Okay, you have a question.
So please take my name down, sir.
No,
Take my name
no,
down, sir.
no,
Already,
no, no,
so
no,
I'll
no,
chat
no,
to you, sir.
no. Please, come on, man. I already answered your question here.
How can I reach out to you?
Do you have any other
Okay,
question for me? No, let me ask. I'm gonna be very brother. My brother. If I know you are this complicated, I was not gonna put you up here. I just answered you and told you, please take the number on the contact in the bio. Make an appointment and I'll talk to you. You ask me, how can you reach out to me? Am I talking to myself? I'm sorry, man. We'll talk, okay?
Sir. Thank you so
Make
much.
an appointment.
Thank you so much. I got you. Sir.
You are thinking too much. Listen to me, my brother. Don't think too much.
Sir.
Are you listening? Listen. You are thinking too much. Relax. Relax, my brother. Everything is gonna be okay, okay? I hope you don't give your wife that hard time like this, because American lady, she's gonna kick you out. She's gonna kick your butt. Just relax, my brother. Relax. Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. Don't worry. Okay? Relax. So somebody on YouTube say, hi, brother Matthew. Yes, hi. I have to say, everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining us, and please go ahead and click the follow button. So let's take another question here. Yeah, so somebody here saying, a lawyer said that they started. I mean, yes, I say that million times. If you follow me on my video, million times they've started processing. Me, I have so many cases, adjustment of status, and my clients are getting their receipt, and we're seeing things are moving just okay. So we hope things doesn't change. Okay. I haven't seen anybody at the embassy who was approved, and I have so many cases, different embassies, but I haven't seen anything. Okay. So when something good like this come, they start processing. Of course, we talk about it, but now we need to see action. We need to see, not just talk. We need to see. Okay. One thing we know for sure: Trump administration, they don't want people in the U.S. Period. Okay. They don't want not people, just immigrants. Period. It doesn't matter you are legal. It doesn't matter you came here. It doesn't matter you came here at the border. They're just trying to see how to slow down and everything. And this is a big mistake for Trump. With all due respect for his administration, it's a huge mistake. If he wants to really leave a legacy, today we know Obama for Obamacare and also DACA. And why DACA and Obamacare, they can't take it out from till now? Because he went through Congress and asked them to pass a law. If today we still talk about No Child Left Behind, the only thing we remember about Bill Clinton is No Child Left Behind. I know we all remember this. He passed a law through Congress. They tried to take it out. Nobody ever touched it. They try and try. It's still there till today. If we remember something about Bush, seriously, is when he created, ICE, DHS, and he went to Congress and passed a law. And till today we have ICE. Bush did that. You want to pass immigration law that is going to be there even after 200 years. The law of adjustment of status, today immigrant can get a green card in the US because this law was passed by Congress in 1952 and was again amended in 1958. If you want to stop anything you want to do, just go to Congress. You have the House, you have the Senate, everything is in your hands. Since Trump became president, he had everything, but every day, Democrats are taking, more. They're taking more seats. Go to Congress, pass laws in Congress. So these laws are going to outlast you. Even when you are no longer president, this law will stay there. And nobody can say no to any law passed by Congress. But if you keep doing executive orders, you're just lying to yourself, because this is what happened. Everything he did before Biden, he did so much. When Biden came, within 30 days, everything was wiped out. Everything Mr. President Trump is doing, anytime he step out, everything is going to be wiped out. So he's just wasting time. My advice, if anybody work for Trump or anybody who knows Trump, tell him to pass law in Congress. That's the only way. The law must pass to Congress so he can have laws that's going to outlast him. You don't want people to come to the US, pass the law in the US, the Congress, and those laws are going to be respected. Even after death, even after our children, those laws will be here. Pass law through Congress. Don't try to do shortcut. Executive orders, scale people here, take immigrants here, do all this stuff. It's not gonna work. And every time he does something, the court are blocking him. Blocking because court have to look at the law. They say, okay, you say this, but the law says this. Just go through Congress, Mr. President. You have everything. You have everything. The presidency is yours. The judges are in your hands. Everything is in your hands. Senate and the House, both in your hands. Why you don't pass the law? Why? Why? I don't know who's giving him advice. Don't be too emotional. Pass the law. These laws are going to outlast you. You'll be gone. The laws will be here. Okay, let's take another question. Again, my name is Luke with the Matthews Immigration. I'm practicing for 19 years. If you have any question, maybe I didn't pick you up here, please don't get offended. Just hold on. Don't be offended. Take my number in the bio, my video. We do a video consultation so you can see me. So much scamming going on, so much is happening. We don't ask you for any penny, not even a penny. Okay, if you want to support me, you can go ahead and subscribe. The really good thing about subscription, if you subscribe, you get immediately an appointment. But the subscription does not mean you buy me or you got my free consultation. My consultation is free. If you want to support, you go and subscribe on TikTok page. Also, people new on TikTok, we have a really, really good following on TikTok. You can also go on my YouTube page and follow, so we can also increase that following over there. And our page is very simple. Just click on our website in the bio and you see, you can click on YouTube and just follow. Okay, please go ahead and follow, subscribe. If you subscribe, the advantage is that at least I know you support me, and I'll do whatever I can to support you. But even if you don't subscribe, my consultation is free. I don't care either you subscribe or not. I will help you. I'll give you a free consultation. I'll do whatever I can. And if I see you are in danger, your case is not good, I'll tell you, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Okay, I have people come to me every day. Please, I want to give you this. Please do this for me. I say, no. When I look at the case, after analyzing the case, I see there's nothing here. If I do something, these people are going to be in more trouble. So I tell them, please don't do this. Okay, contact me and let's see what we can do. There are so much updates going on, and I spoke about it at the beginning of our life. I'll talk about it again in a little bit, and I'm going to give again a little bit recap of what I say on about 4 major things happening right now in immigration, and every immigrant should know. I'm going to take this question and then I'm going to come back to those questions. Hello, I think this is MKPU. Yes.
It's my turn now.
What's your question?
So thank you for first of all, let me thank you for all you are doing. We really appreciate it. Okay? Yes, sir.
Okay, so, just hold on, my brother. Just hold on. Somebody on YouTube here, we have a question. This is for Yasser, I think it's Ford, and he say, "Hi, why you don't do litigation for DV?" So I need to understand DV. Okay, are you talking about DV lottery, or are you talking about a country pause? No, I don't do that because I think like that is like scam. I have so many lawyers who did it. Until today, there's nothing. There's nothing. You know, judges are passing order for USCIS to follow, and USCIS and the Trump administration is not following. You think you're gonna go do a litigation for anything and it's gonna work? No. So if you're talking about DV lottery, I have to do litigation, I have to do something to try to do, it's not gonna change anything. Okay, it's not gonna change anything. It's like somebody, I go and file a lawsuit, say, okay, you know, I trying to challenge whatever the Trump administration is doing. It's just like wasting your time, because the bottom line, you can help 1 or 2 people. In fact, you won't even be able to help. They decide what they decide. They're doing whatever they're doing. It's like we are in, you know, outlaw. It's an immigration laws right now is outlaw. It's just, there's no rules. Okay. Just pray about your case. That's all I can say. So don't worry about all this lawyer thing. You come here, we're gonna file a class action suit. We're gonna do this. It's not gonna do anything. Just take your money and that's it. It's not gonna change anything. Is it a good thing? Can you join? Absolutely. Will it change anything? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna change anything. Absolutely no. Because this government don't want nothing to do with immigrants. What's your question?
Okay, sir. I'm a Nigerian married to a US citizen, right? So we filed for iPhone 8.5 and during our day of interview, so they discovered that I lied during my visa process in Nigeria that I had 2 kids. So the officer said I have an inadmissibility issue. Then he told my lawyer to know what to do about it. So
Okay.
after that we went home. So the lawyer said that that we wait for them to either decide to deny or not before that we're going to file a I-601 waiver, right? But now the question he said let's wait until USCIS get back to us to know if they deny or approve or give us RFE or notice of intent to deny before we put in the waiver. So that's the problem. I don't know if that's correct.
So yeah. I think what your lawyer told you is absolutely right, because it's too late. Let's say, for instance, you have a notice or you went to the interview and they say we found you inadmissible. There's inadmissibility. It's too early for them to decide, for you to say, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You need to wait until you get that document. The final document is gonna tell you exactly what the issue. This is my biggest concern, is always to look into if you are inadmissible, your inadmissibility is under section INA section 204C. INA section 204C is terrible. If you ever get this, maybe you may not even qualify because it's fraud. Fraud equal, yeah, somebody's saying I'm gonna mute you. Okay, I'm gonna mute you because you got so much noise. I think you can still hear me, okay? Everybody say mute. So much noise. So you need to look at a decision, because this decision is going to really tell you exactly what you are looking for. You cannot just say, okay, we're going to file for an appeal, we're going to do this. You need to look at the decision. And the decision, you need to look at one language. If you see anywhere on the document, it says section 204C, then you are pretty much, you are cooked. There's nothing you can do. There's no lawyer can do. Nothing any lawyer can do. You are done, meaning you are inadmissible for life. Fraud equal aggravated felony. If they say you committed fraud in immigration, equal aggravated felony. But if they say is misrepresentation equal to what? Equal to just a felony, not aggravated, meaning it can be waived. Okay, misrepresentation, fraud, 204C, which is fraud, is terrible. You can't do nothing about it. So my advice to you is, and I don't know, and I'm trying to say here to all my people listening, when you apply for your case, things like your kids, things like your prior divorce, all this stuff, you have to be very careful because they can hunt you really, really bad. And I think you had a chance to get your green card, but unfortunately, this can hurt you, because even if you say you're going to do 601 to get it done is not easy. I'm telling you, because I have an experience for 19 years. Every time you do 601, for it to be approved, you have to have an extreme hardship. Not an hardship on you, but to a U.S. citizen. A U.S. citizen spouse or a child or whoever you're using it for, a parent, must have an extreme hardship for you to show that if you are to be deported, it's going to be terrible for you. So that's very, very important. I'm going to open your mic again. Hopefully it won't be too noisy with you. Okay?
Yeah, sorry, sir. I was at the ATM at that point. Sorry about the noise, everyone. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the problem. I have a U.S. citizen child with my wife, and the officer, during my visa application, the agent that did it said I had 2 kids in Nigeria. So during the interview, the officer asked me what about my kids in Nigeria. Then I said, no, I have no kids. The only kid I have is this one right here with us. She said, oh, that's inadmissibility.
Yeah, inadmissibility. Yeah.
That I misrepresented myself. So
Yeah.
that means
Yeah.
then the visa, I lied to the officer to get my visa.
To get your visa, yeah. And this is what I'm saying, my brother. I hope you understand, and everybody's gonna listen here. If you are not sure what your maybe the person who did the visa for you, you are not 100% sure what they did, you can do you can do FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, through the Department of State. It normally takes between 4 months to 6 months. Okay, 4 to 6 months, you're gonna get all your records and you know exactly what they say on that visa application. If you are not sure, instead of you just rushing to apply and then you find yourself in a huge mess, just do a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, and you see that. Now, you had a chance to get your green card, but unfortunately, you didn't know about it. And sometimes people know, they know 100%. This is why they say they know the visa, they said they were married, even though they wasn't married. They know they say they have kids. My brother, you still have so much noise. I'm gonna mute you again. Okay, you still have so much noise, so I just mute and I think I took you off because you say you were just at the wrong place, but I still hear so much noise. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I took you off because you say you were in a wrong place and so much noise, so we took you off. So at least I can answer you without you being there. And I already pretty much responded to you. So this is very serious, and I hope they don't charge you with 204C, meaning fraud. If it's a misrepresentation, there's a way to overcome it, but I don't want you to think it's 100% you're gonna get it. No. You must have some situation happen to a US citizen, maybe illness, maybe some sickness, anything, get record of it, put it together, and then you can get this done. If without nothing, you might not get it done. It's very bad. Okay, you have to look at your visa because this is hunting so many people. Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, all over the world. Afghanistan, Pakistan. It's crazy. South America, all over. They're looking at your visa. They're looking at your past. They say your past don't hate you. 100%, your past never hate you. But when it comes to immigration, they will look at your past, unfortunately. Prior criminal records. Did you say you have kids? Did you say you were married? Did you say you were divorced? They're gonna look into it. They will look into it. It's no guessing, it's nothing. If you are not sure, then just talk to a lawyer, request for a record, or you can do it by yourself before you make a mistake. And also some people, so if you're marrying somebody and you are not sure this person, you can also do an FBI background check. Public, you can do that. There's a background check which is public, and there's another background check which is not public. Okay, but you can just do a little bit, like a search. It's like a background search with FBI on your spouse that you're trying to marry. If you are not sure, maybe you see them like, you are not sure. Maybe they might have some stuff they're hiding. You can do their background check and know exactly. Maybe they've been in prison for 45 years. You never know. I'm just saying. Okay. So you don't go get married. And then I'm saying this because I have people got married. And then when we're about to submit, we submit the paper. The guy will say, oh, I'm very good. Everything is good. Nothing. Never say nothing about being in jail, detained. And I'm not saying anybody who has been in prison or jail here have no right. Everybody have right to marry and be happy. But when it comes to immigration, sometimes this can hunt you back. So what happened? We went ahead, submit the paperwork without looking at the background, without doing anything, knowing everything was fine. I mean, he assured us everything was okay. So we sent the paper to immigration. And then he came out, the guy was in jail for 15 years in his past. And this, again, made this sister not to get anything. That was it. Okay. So, but they never divorced. They continue being together. But unfortunately, she can't get any benefits. So again, that was during Biden. Now with Trump, if this happened, unfortunately, you're gonna be deported. Nobody's gonna help you. And some people, when they find themselves in this situation, then they talk to a lawyer. Maybe you may qualify for VAWA. Maybe you may qualify for something else. Okay. Let's take a question. I'm gonna take your question, my brother. So just hang in there. But I'm gonna take a question from YouTube. My people on YouTube, I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I'm gonna take a question here. Okay, and the question, hold on. The question is from Olawale, I think it's Olawale. And hi, is USCIS processing cases now after pause? Yeah, they're actually processing cases, but we didn't see, personally, me, I don't know about other people, I haven't seen, anything yet, like as far as people getting their citizenship or their green card adjudicated from 39 countries. They said they're gonna start processing it, but at the same time, they appealed. So I had so many receipts we submitted, and everybody's getting receipt doing their fingerprint. So which is a good sign, okay? Because if they were saying, you have to go back, they would just hold on it, unfortunately. So it's a good thing. But as far as somebody getting their benefits, to be honest, I haven't seen it. Okay. I haven't seen it. Again, it's gonna take some time because they need to adjudicate. This is something that happened like almost 2 weeks ago. So it's gonna take some time before they start really processing people's case. Okay, so it cannot be like in 1 week or 2 weeks and now they start working on it. No, it's gonna take some time. And again, there are so many people, many people. You can imagine it's gonna take a lot of time. Okay, let me take another question. Then I take you, my brother. Okay, I'll take you. Another question here from YouTube. Hi, thanks for all you're doing. Okay, I want to ask. They call one of my parents for an interview. Should a petition be there for an interview or not? So this is a question from, I think is Balanle Batunde. Okay, Batunde something. Okay, 2539. So on YouTube. And yes, if they call your parent for an interview, some people normally go with their parent. Some other people is not needed. But if they are outside the country, if your parents are outside the country, you don't have to go. But if your parents are in the US, always you have to go. Yeah, you have to go. But if they're outside the US, even your kids, some parents will be like, okay, I'm going to go to my kids, which is good. So if they need any question or they need anything, you can just hand it to them. You don't need to. But what you can do for your parents, anybody with a case at the embassy, before they call you, this is the document you need to make sure you prepare. I'm just trying to respond to you. Thank you for the, cupcakes. Make sure you go with original birth certificate, original passport, original police clearance showing they don't have any issue in that country, and make sure you have the most recent tax transcript and W-2. Tax transcript and 1040. So 1040, that's what you get from the tax preparer and the tax transcript and the W-2. If you haven't, even if you provide it to them, you go already on we're on NVC and upload it, just make sure you have copy. Make sure you have those copies. And also 2 photographs, 2 passport photographs. So those are the documents you need. Most importantly, you have to make sure you did your medical exam. If you don't do a medical exam, you go to the embassy, your parents won't get anything. So before any of you, those are the things you have to do. Medical exam first, passport, birth certificate original, 2 photographs, passport photographs, again, police clearance, now your taxes, transcript, 1040, W-2. Very, very important. And you go over there, you're gonna get your visa. If they didn't, there's nothing hanging in the background. Unless if the country's on pause, travel pause, then they'll tell them you have to wait, this and that. Okay, so we have Charlotte Fashion, Congo flag, I think Ghana flag, and South Africa flag. This is beautiful.
No, I'm a Congolese.
You are Congolese, okay.
I think it's my turn. Yeah. No, it's my turn.
Hey, hold on. Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm in South Africa. I'm refugees in South Africa.
Okay, hold on.
The problem I'm asking for my sister, because my sister already do everything for the US departure. Everything is a refugee. So we don't know what happened. They just banned the refugees and they do everything, they check up. his mother is already in the US, but him is in South Africa here. And all this is the issue of xenophobia. We're getting attacked too much.
Yeah.
So the people where we already do the interview for, but me, I do the interview, they didn't choose the country for me, but my sister have already for US.
Yeah.
So I was asking for US refugees. There are no more. There is no chances anymore. There can be chances.
Okay. So as far as the refugee process thing goes, and this is very important, your question, because the Trump administration did pause all humanitarian parole, all humanitarian cases, including refugee, everything was completely paused, completely stopped. And I made a video before that refugee can start processing because a judge ordered that everybody who is a refugee or who was approved, they should be processed and come to the US. This is a judge order. In fact, I made a video and I make a copy of the judge order. But the Trump administration never followed through. They didn't care till today. Never look into it. Again, what we're saying. So there's nothing, listen to me, my sister, listen. There's nothing you can do because the government is just shut down this program for now, and there's nothing you can do. As far as your brother, there's nothing your brother can do. All I would like to say, maybe you need to look into Canada because this xenophobic, whatever's happening to South Africa, most Congolese, most people from Malawi, from Zimbabwe, all over the world who got a chance to enter the US a little bit back then when the border was still open or whatever, and those who got a chance to go to Canada, even the UK or Australia, they got a status. You get a status right away. You just need to prove that you were in South Africa and you went through it, and they'll give you a status. So my advice to you is don't just look at US right now because US, before Trump goes, it might take another 5 years. I mean, sorry, 2.5 years before they can actually start looking into it. Okay, so if Trump administration, this administration is saying green card holder, we don't want to process your paper, we don't want to process even citizenship, we don't want to do all this stuff. Just an example, how about refugees? That's what I want you to think, okay? So my situation, what I'm trying to say to you, don't worry about it. You should look into different countries. Don't focus so much in the US. And if your mother is already in the US and your brother is a minor, under 21, your mother can go ahead and file 730 for your brother, and your brother is gonna join your mother. Okay, but I don't think I don't think your brother is under 21. I think your brother is over 21 because if your brother was under 21, they'll automatically come with your mother. So there's no point for it. All you can do is just nothing but wait and see, or look into other country. Okay. US right now is a mess. US right now is a mess.
The last thing I have to say, people pray for the refugees in South Africa. The people sleeping outside, pray for the refugees. This 30 June, we don't know for all of us. Like me today, my house was broken. They took everything. They threatening us. We don't know. And UNHCR don't helping us. Thank you very much.
Wow, I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry. And I have to say, everybody who's listening to our sister here, I'm originally from Congo myself. Nazali Congolais Tio. I'm originally from Congo, Kenya. Congo is my country, born there, but I see myself as a Kenyan at the same time. Napenda Kenya sana. And I see myself 100% as Kenyan. So, but Congo is my country. And I see myself again as a Nigerian because everybody say I'm from, I'm an Igbo, and I'm constantly in Enugu. I love Enugu State. So what I'm trying to say here is it's very sad. Please, let's pray for them, okay? Every time you pray, let's pray for all the refugees, especially people in South Africa. So much going on there. You have to understand how tough this is. People, if you are an immigrant and you go to a hospital, they will kick you out from the hospital. And I'm not saying the whole South Africa, okay? And I'm not saying the South African who are in the US are doing this, okay? So, because I have a lot of South African clients, so I don't think we are blaming you. No, you understand already what's going on because you are in the same boat in the US. You understand that, unfortunately, this was happening. And not all South Africans are doing this because you have Julius Malema who's against this and he's speaking so loud. And unfortunately, and I can say, I think the devil is behind all this stuff. Okay, the devil is using people, is screwing up people, And unfortunately, people are thinking they are doing themselves a heroic job, but they are not. Because the problem with South Africa, to be honest, is jobs. There's no jobs. These people go to school, they finish school, everything, and there's no jobs. And if you put yourself on their shoes, you'll be like, this is terrible. It's not like the US where they finish, school and you get a nice job. You were a nurse or a doctor or whatever, a lawyer, anything. You get a super good job. But in South Africa, finish a job, there's no job. There's absolutely no job. If you go to Kenya, and I'm trying to say this to my people from South Africa, please, you need to look at Zimbabwe. Do they have jobs? There's no jobs. All people, universities, graduates, there's no job. You go to Mozambique. I've been down here. There's no job. You come to Kenya. Why you think Gen Z is going on the street? They want this out. You must go. Because there's no jobs. The entire continent is frustrated because they are seeing all the high-rise building, everything so amazing, and themselves, they are left behind. There's nothing. They can hardly even buy a Panadol, even buy a matatu in Kenya. We call it matatu, this public transportation. Just money to get a matatu to go Runda or to go CBD. There's no money. So it's become very frustrating. But unfortunately, I'm trying to say to my people from Kenya and South Africa, even if you change Ruto, ukisema tuondoe Ruto tutie mwingine, I want my people to listen to me. I'm going to in Swahili. Tumuondoe Ruto, let's take Ruto out, let's put somebody else. Yes, I agree with you. But is that a solution? No. Because why? The entire Africa don't have social service. Food stamp. Tell me any African country that give food stamp. Meaning, if you are not working, haufanyi kazi, wanakupatia food stamp. There is none. Tell me any country that give a cash assistance. If you are really, really in a terrible situation, they assist you. Any housing program. Few, maybe few. Tell me any African country that give SSI. You broke your leg or you lost your job and now you got unemployment compensation to take over paying your bills and sending you this check until you get a job. There is none. SSI, SSID, they don't have none of these programs. So if you take Ruto out, even you take Cyril Ramaphosa out, even if you take Tshisekedi wa Mulumba out, even if you take this mother of Tanzania, our mother, Nani, forgive me, even if you take Museveni out, do you think Bobby Wine or any other leader is going to bring you these social services? No. Mwalimu Nyerere said, Nyani ni wale wale. The monkeys are all the same. All of them, they are the same monkeys. They're going to come. Oh, Mama Samia. Yes, Mama Samia. If you take Suluhu out, Madame Suluhu, who I love so much, you take her out. You think who's going to replace her is going to give you all these programs? No. You're going to take her and you're going to get actually terrible than what that is there. That's what's happening to the US. Say, hey, Sleepy Joe must go. Now what you got? Sleepy Joe must go. All the immigrants went to vote for Trump, saying he's the one who's going to bring us job. Now they're saying we're taking all your green card, your citizenship. Everybody must go back. Everybody, including your citizenship, we want to take it away. You vote for him. Think it was not going to come bite you. When I trust Satan, you cannot trust the devil. Gonna put him on his neck, let him cross the fire. Once you're on the other side, it's not gonna leave you. Gonna kill you. I need blood. Just exactly what's happening. So don't make a mistake to destroy Kenya. Kenya ni nchi nzuri. Napenda Kenya. Kenya mimi ni nyumbani na mimi na invest sana Kenya. Don't make a mistake. Kasema Kasongo must go. Kasongo akienda mkimutia ule mwingine, huyo usa ndio mwizi tena mubaya. Kasongo ataenda, tupende asipopenda, we want it or not, he will go. Tinubu will go. Nigerian, don't destroy your country. It's the most amazing country, my people. You're going to destroy my country because Tinubu. You're going to bring Tinubu plus.
Okay, thank you very much. We finish because the UNCR tell us we must go to the next country. We're trying to try those.
That's what I'm telling. Listen, my sister, I think we already finished with you. Okay, we have other people to take.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I really pray for you, and you have to be prayerful. You have to be very, very prayerful. Again, for my people from Kenya, don't destroy the country. Kenya ni nchi nzuri sana. I know there's no jobs everywhere. That's the issue, the entire continent. Don't destroy our country. Don't destroy Kenya. Don't destroy Tanzania. No. Let's see how we can do. You have to come and get involved. You have to come and get involved to replace all this generation. This is what he said. You cannot take a new wine and put it in an old wine's skin. Why? You always kuchukua wine ya mpya and then you put it in an old one's skin. It's gonna burst. Why? The Kenyan population is very young. Tanzania, very young. South Africa, very young. But you go take Cyril Ramaphosa, who's going, I don't know, 70, 80. You think it really is gonna bring you to a promised land? I finished with that discussion. Okay.
Good evening, lawyer.
My brother, there's somebody before you, okay? I feel for you, brother Abana. Just be very patient, okay? You see, you are like on ShopRite, on Walmart. We cannot ring you out when we have somebody in front of you, okay? So we're gonna ring this one first before you, okay, brother? So just be patient, okay, Bana? And then I'm gonna take a question on here on YouTube. So here we are doing just like what they do on we do on KK. Sir. Good afternoon, Bana. Just be patient, my brother. Okay, I got you. Good afternoon. What's your question?
Yeah. So I have a sister who came to the US.
Yes.
But she came with a visitor's visa. But now she doesn't know what was in her DS-160 form.
Yeah, my brother.
Because when they
brother HAK, I have to answer one question here from Anthony. Anthony, with all due respect, he said Trump is enforcing immigration laws just like every other country. Absolutely, and I totally agree with you, Anthony. He's enforcing immigration law just like every other country, but there's a way to go about it. You know, US, we say, is a country different than other country. We have laws, we have rules to follow. You cannot come and take a law that is existing with a decree, okay, executive order. Trump, the best thing he can do, Anthony, is to go to Congress, pass the law, just like Obama did on, Clinton did on No Child Left Behind. Till today, that law's still here. The only thing where I remember personally about Clinton is No Child Left Behind and Monica Lewinsky, that scandal, okay, with that lady. Those are the two things I remember about Clinton. But what Clinton did, pass the law. Trump wants to make immigration better. This is good. We are all for it. But go to Congress, pass the law, not executive order. You cannot change a law that was passed by Congress in 1952, amended in 1958, and the law keep being amended, and you say, you know what, by Congress again. You say, you know what, I'm going to take it out. I don't like it. I want all immigrants out. But your own wife is immigrant, Melania Trump. If it wasn't for this law, she also be deported. Maybe if you look also in her papers, you'll find that also she's inadmissible. Look into her paper. Why don't you start? They say charity begins at home. Start in your home. Start in your home. Look into her paper, how she came, how she got a visa, and how she overstayed her visa, and how she became a U.S. citizen. Then let's start from that. Okay, brother Anthony, I'm trying to answer your question. Very honest and humble without... Let's start with your home. Your own lady. Let's start there. Okay? Don't think, okay, the others are bad. The others are immigrants. Your own lady is not immigrant. She is. Your own son is not half immigrant, half American. He is. Come on. Let's start by doing search in her paper, how she came to the US, how she got her paper. Why are you looking at other people? Why do you think others are criminal? You don't have the same thing in your own home when your own wife wasn't born in the US. So let's start in your home. That's my question to you, Mr. Anthony. I don't have this or that, and I want them to do the right thing, but pass the law. So everybody have to go through screening. Everybody to go through it. Pass the law. So even when he's no longer president, this law will still be followed. That's the way to go. I hope I answered the question for Anthony, okay? Let's go with your question, AHK. What's your question, brother?
Yeah, my sister came with a visitor's visa, but she wasn't the one that does her DS-160. So now she got stuck and she doesn't know what is in the DS-160. Either if she was they put it
married or single or divorced. I think your question, if you listen to me, my brother, I already answered you, and you were with me here. I answered this question already, and I said, if you applied for visa and you are not sure what they did, please request for your record. FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, is free. You don't pay for it. Go to the Department of State and request your FOIA. You're gonna get all your record. Your sister will get the record, and they can see, okay, wow, this is what they say about it. If they say she was married, then she better know how to answer this question. She shouldn't just go ahead and and file. Get a good lawyer and see, maybe she might need an uncontested divorce, so she don't have to go and start saying, oh, I wasn't married, when your thing is saying married. And this is a very dangerous thing. A lot of people think because your prepare said you wasn't married, so when you come to the US now, you found a lady or a man you love and you say, no, anyway, that marriage was fake, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get married and I'll be fine. You lying to yourself, because on the visa they take this very serious. If you say you were married at your visa interview or during your visa interview, this is so serious, and it's gonna hunt you. They're gonna use it against you, and this is a real marriage. Now you need to look into. You need to look into either. Just hold on a minute. Somebody is calling, and this is not a good thing. Okay, this person call, and I think it's disrespectful. Okay, very disrespectful. Why is disrespectful? Because just hold on, please, my people. Why is disrespectful? Because you call this person, call them, and they never answer, and then you submitted the paper for them. If you submit the paper for somebody, for anyone, we have paper submitted to immigration. All you can do is to wait for immigration. Nothing anybody can do to help you. If you submitted a case to immigration, you have to wait immigration to answer you, and be patient. Don't rush into saying, oh, my lawyer this, so I need to get something from this, I need to get a different lawyer for this. No, just be patient. Again, we are living in a different time where they don't want to give anybody anything. They don't want to give you work permit, they don't want to give you advance parole, they don't want to give you nothing. Okay, so your answer to answer your question, listen. Hold on, my brother. Please. Listen, my brother, just a second. If you ever made a mistake, you apply for a visa at the embassy, and you came to the US, and you believe, when I'm in the US, I'm gonna say I'm not married, because in reality you were never married, but you just did it to get a visa. You really may need an uncontested divorce, regardless, even if it was the marriage never existed. Because to overcome this is going to be very tough. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so tough. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I think I'm very clear. You may want to look into uncontested divorce by request for an appointment, and I'll talk to you. Your situation, there's not much I can say. Is the FOIA. You're gonna go to the Department of State, my brother, AHK. Request for FOIA is free. If you need my help, I can help you, but I'm not gonna do it for free. You can do it for free and skip everything and just be patient. It's gonna take between 4 to 6 months, maybe 7 months, the highest, but normally it's about 3, 4, 6 months. You get all your FOIA and you're good to go. Okay, so you can just do it. Go and do it for your sister, okay? And tell your sister next time to join, not you. Okay? Okay. Tell your sister to join. You shouldn't love your sister to the point that you asking all the immigration thing for her. Instead, I think like maybe, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Tell your sister to join, okay? Okay, so we're gonna take question on YouTube, but already we have Bana. Now Bana is your turn, my brother.
All right.
You've been very patient. You've been very patient, and I have to say thank you.
Thank you so much. So quick question. I have 2 questions. And is it advisable for your spouse to adopt your last name she wants to drop her last name and adapt my last name as her last name. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's advisable? We haven't even filed yet. We got married a couple of months ago, and she said she wants to adapt my last name as her last name. Do you think it's advisable?
My question. You finish. Go ask all the question, my brother.
Okay. Second question. Mm-hmm. A friend of mine got married to a woman, and then she didn't tell him that she had 7 kids.
No, I'm not gonna talk about your friends. Just for you, you can answer that. I don't talk about friends, my cousin, my this. You can go ahead and ask their question, but just for for everybody who's listening here, normally we want to talk to people, real people. They have their issue. Look, nobody know who you are. I know your name is not Banner, but that's what you use. You asking here, we don't put your picture, we don't put nothing. So everything here is very discreet. Nobody knows you. Okay, so your friends can join. Tell them next time they can join, and we'll help them. But you can ask a question for them. Just for now, you can go ahead.
Okay, so she later told him she had 7 kids, but she has never been married. She has 2 baby daddies with 7 kids. She has never been married.
Okay.
Do you think
how old is she, and how old is your friends?
She's 40 and my friend is 35.
She's 40 and 35.
Yes.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. Okay. And I don't say like maybe. I'm gonna be very honest. When your wife have 5 up to 7 kids, and probably you have no kids, and she's 40 and you are 35, this is so fishy. I'm gonna be honest. And you are African like me. I can't imagine any African father, mother, sister who's gonna prove their young boys, 35, go marry somebody with 7 kids. Now, my people here with 7 kids or 4 kids or 10 kids, please don't get me wrong, my people, okay, my sisters here, please don't get me wrong. We are talking and it's an advice. It's such a huge red flag. And this is exactly what just happened to my brother from Nigeria, who was coming from Nigeria. He was married to a woman with 5 kids. He never married, no kids. And they kept him there at the airport. They asked him, how can your wife is 9 years older than you and got 5 kids and you have none? How? But when they gave him a green card, they never asked him this. This was during Biden. There was no question. Now today at the airport, they ask him, how come your wife, this was a fake marriage? This was happening now. And I'm gonna tell you, if your wife has 7 kids, can you imagine yourself to live for the rest of your life with her? If your answer is yes, then go for it. If your answer is no, then run. Marry somebody, maybe with 1 kid, maybe with 2 kids, maybe 3, and move, start your life. 7 kids! Out of your mind.
So his problem is he got married before he later found out, but he hasn't filed it. So
is it advisable? Hold on. Now everything changed. After he got married, then he found out.
Yes.
It means this is a fake marriage because you don't live together, so you're not gonna know. Because if you know, you live. Hold on, my brother. I've been doing this for 19 years. If you live together, you try. Maybe you stay together for like a month or 2. You're gonna see the 7 kids. It's obvious. You'll see them running all over the house. Mommy, daddy, mommy. This one like you. This one hate you. This one like you. This one hate you. You will see the truth is gonna be there. Meaning he live in a different place. The other one live in a different place. And now after going to the court, signed the paper, and now he came to look, 7 kids? What? I'm out. That's what happened. So your friends, just tell him, oh my goodness, what an advice I'm gonna give. Tell him to run, baby, run. If I were your friends, me, again, I don't know how your friend loved this woman. If your friend said, this is my love of my life, go for it. But if your friend is something else, please consider something else. Okay? Because you know already how marriage is not easy, especially in the US. It's not easy. And Trump administration, they're looking into this. When they look at this, automatically they're saying it's a fake marriage. I just gave you a little bit scenario. You know, can you imagine any parent in Saudi Arabia or in the Middle East, in Africa, their son, 35, marry a lady with 7 kids? When they hear this, they're gonna be like, this is a terrible news. We gotta go I don't know. But can it also be a true marriage? Absolutely. But if he's an African, I cannot imagine even a sister's gonna say, yeah, go for it. You know, look, man, she's a very nice person. I can imagine it. So all I can imagine, maybe they're trying to use this woman for purpose, you know, and I hope this woman sees it. Not just for your friends, but for the woman, because if she thinks she found a love for her life, it could be a problem, because now he's backing up after finding out. Now, if he back up and he's trying to come back in, he's trying to pedal back in, will it work now? I don't know. If you have like a 1, 2, 3 kids, even if 4 kids, you can work with, you know. And if your friends have like 2 kids, maybe 1 kid, maybe 2, 3, they can work it out, you know. But if he got 0, you know, you go play soccer now. Let's talk this soccer playing in the US, you know, all this World Cup, you know, 7-0, you're in trouble. If your team beat the other team 7-0, you're in trouble.
It's crazy.
My brother, if he loved the woman, listen, if he loved the woman, I'll tell him to put it in God's hands and go for it. If he loved the woman and he can picture himself all his life with her, because marriage is very serious. It's from God. That's why I don't like anybody to play with marriage. But if he doesn't love her, it's got nothing to do with her, because I know a guy, seriously, in California, Santa Ana, Makata Boulevard, and I'm not kidding. He was 30 years old and the wife was 59 years old. And they lived together for a long time. They lived together for a long time and they love each other. Oh yeah, they love each other. And this was so genuine. Not about paper. They were both born in the US. Both born in the US. But they love each other. They were both Spanish, but they love each other. And this is true love. You can find somebody like that, absolutely. He's 31 and she's 59. And they live together. It's always happens. But when it comes to immigration, oh, you're going to face something. You're gonna be in trouble. Immigration not gonna feel sorry for you. They're gonna just hammer you believing your marriage is fake, your marriage is fake, your marriage is fake. That's all they say. It could be a true marriage, but unfortunately.
The youngest of the children, I think, is 15 years. The eldest is she had a first child when she was 17. So it's not like she's living with the kids. The kids are grown. Some are even married. And the youngest one is only 15 years. She's the only one living with the mother.
I don't know. Grown kids with mother's 40. So the biggest one is gonna be 23 years old. I don't know if she got for when she was 17. So the biggest 23 years, those are just kids, man, little kids. You know, when my kids are 20, 23, 25, 26, you know, they want to stay with me, they stay with me as long as they want, because that's how we do it. They want to go find their own apartment, absolutely, they are free. But I'm not going to kick any one of my kids out. Stay with me, stay. You know, give them advice, let them stay in my eyes, let us grow together. Again, you know, if you want to kick them out, kick them out. If you want them to stay, it will be better for them to stay with you so you can guide them into business, into whatever. Because once you got a 23 years old, supposed to be in college, maybe university, now they're actually renting an apartment. What are they doing? Smoking, drinking, getting high. That's all they're doing. If you are really, really lucky, they could be responsible and maybe pursue something. But most of the time, most likely they are not going to college. Most likely they are not doing things. Again, I may be wrong, okay? This age is the age you guard. This is the age you guard your kids to make sure, and it's very important. Guard your kids. Make sure they have a good, like a secure career. Okay, make sure they go to college. Make sure they finish college. They want to go their way, let them go. Okay, but you cannot say, okay, you are now 18, get out. You kick your kids out at 18. Come on, man. They're supposed to be in school. You're supposed to encourage them to school, study, or do something, or to a technical school, whatever it is. Okay, I think I'm done with you. Any other question?
My first question, you didn't answer my first question about Hey, my wife she wants to adopt my last name. You think it's advisable?
Man, you got a home run lady. Do you have any problem with that, my brother? Banner?
I wanted to seek advice.
No, there's no advice for this. When a woman love you so much, that's what they do.
Okay.
But sometimes women will love you so much, but they just want to stick with their parent name. Like, I'm going to give you an example. My wife, we've been together forever. You know, I don't care. She want to have my name. She want to use a family name. That's okay. It doesn't matter. But if she want to use my name, fine. She have to be comfortable and feel okay about it. But she don't want to use my name, I don't care. It doesn't change anything. All I know is she care about me, I care about her. That's we love each other. But if you have a woman, you say, I'm going to use your name, is because she want really to be with you. She really want to use your name, and she feel like, this is the way to make a family and do this. And that's a beautiful thing. But when you ask a question, it sounds like, Banner is not sure. Maybe I'm going to be here just to get this paper. And once I get the paper, I'm out. Now she's going to stick with this name. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea. I'm just saying, Banner, okay? Don't get me wrong, please, my brother. I'm trying to be like you. I'm thinking like I'm in your head, okay? Like, listen, okay? Maybe she's gonna change my name, and then this thing doesn't work. Now she's gonna start with my name, and then she's gonna come change her name again. Maybe. No, let me say, if she wanna take your name, my brother, go for it. And hopefully, things don't go apart, down the line, because sometimes that's the tendency. Just be strong. Let her take your name. Give it to her with all your arms open. Let her use your name. It's a beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing.
Okay.
Okay, seriously, it's a beautiful thing, because most women don't want to change their names. And I always say this to every woman: before changing your name, you should wait at least, not just on the paper, wait at least after 1 year, see if this is gonna stick. Because in 1 year, you will know, like, I can stay with this one. Then you can go ahead and start changing your social security number, changing your passport, changing all your documents, your driver's license. Just don't rush to change your name. Just wait, give this marriage at least 1 year before you start changing your documents. Because if you rush into changing it and then it turns out 6 months, he's a fly, he's gone, and you already changed all this stuff. Now you need to go back and reverse. So you should give it a year and see how it's gonna go. Okay, but I think it's a beautiful thing, man. And just encourage, if you wanna use it, why not? Share your name. Let her use your name. It's the most beautiful thing. Unless she's super, super, super ugly and like, man. My people here, okay, my sister, don't get me wrong, please. I'm telling Ban, okay? Maybe Ban is worried. She's gonna take my name, and then later on, you'll be okay, man. Take care, okay, my brother? Can you hear me, Brother Banner? Take care. So it don't matter your wife is whatever. It's not about the look. Your husband is not about the look. It's the heart. You marry the heart. Make sure you get the right person. Is the heart. Seriously, if you have these 3 qualities on any man or woman, you want your marriage to last. Make sure they are patient. Your partner must be very super patient. If you have somebody who's not patient, you cannot even do 6 months. They have to be patient. Maybe you might have some issue to deal with, maybe some addiction, maybe some changes to do. But if your partner is not patient, they're gonna run away. Or she drinks a lot, or she does this, or she does clubbing, or she does. But when you are patient, you're gonna help them. Slowly, they're gonna come out. And the second thing, they must be very kind. Really kind. If you find somebody's kind, they go to a store and they buy you even a boxer. They buy you like a watch. They get you something, and you bring them flour. You do something for them. You have a home run. What is love? Love is not just what we say on the mouth. It's so cheap. Everybody can say, I love you, I love you, I love you. But you prove somebody you love them through gifts. You prove somebody loved you through gifts. God so loved the world so much that he gave his own begotten son. Give gift. If you don't give gift, there is no love. So if you have somebody who's kind, they're using beautiful words, they are patient, you have a home run. Okay? So, very important for everybody. Unfortunately, nowadays, nobody's patient. Nowadays, nobody's kind. Nowadays, nobody. Everybody just, I want to, right now. And unfortunately, most marriage end up so bad. So we're going to take questions here. Okay. So I hear somebody say, yeah, I love you. But then she's, she went to Victoria's Secret and just bought stuff on the rent money. Now it become a problem. That's also tough. Okay. It's the end of the month. It's already 30th. She just went to Victoria's Secret and actually bought stuff for $300. Now I'm short on rent. That's crazy. I hear all kind of stuff. But if you take care of each other, it's not just you, me. She take care of you, you take care of her. Yeah, you have somebody really good. You can do it. Okay. Olumide Oloyedi. Okay, so this is on YouTube question. They're saying, say, I need your help. My case, like 6 months ago, passed, cannot deliver, I don't know, post cannot deliver my mail to me, then return to the sender. I told my lawyer, he told me it was a prima facie determination letter. Okay, that's good. So if post cannot deliver your mail, you have an immigration pending case, sometimes the best way, especially if you are living with people and you're not sure with them, go to post office and open a PO box. Open a PO box and tell the post office, every mail that comes to me, please keep it here for me. Every mail comes, you get it, post office, PO box, you're gonna get a notification directly on your phone, your email. You're gonna get a notification. You're gonna say you have a mail from USCIS, or you got a mail from whatever, from IRS, or you got a mail from Kinko or Home Depot. They're gonna tell you where the mail come from. Then you can go to post office, pick up your mail. If you're living somewhere you are not sure, especially people with VAWA, you are still residing with your spouse, and you're fighting for VAWA, and now you're afraid my spouse may know whatever's going on. I just want to keep this to myself. You have to open a PO box and make sure your mails come in a PO box. And that's how I tell all my clients. It's not just like you have to leave your spouse. Yes, you can leave your spouse. That would be ideal. But if you cannot leave because you cannot afford it, then open a PO box and start doing your cases. Once you get your EAD or employment authorization, get a job, then move out. Okay? But PO box is so important because you will never lose your mails. So important, especially if you have an immigration case. Please make sure you have a PO box. If you are not sure with your mails, your address, open a PO box, because a lot of people get in serious trouble because of mail. The mails come and go back. So I think I answered this question. What you can do is to reach out again to immigration and update your address. Or if you cannot open a PO box, find a friend, somebody where you can receive your mails. Go to the friends and tell them, I'm going to use your address to receive my mails. That's it. Okay. But the best thing is PO box. We're going to take questions here now on TikTok, questions on comment section. Okay. What do you think about this? Is a TikTok, and the question is for Super V. Then I'm going to come on YouTube. Okay. What do you think about the travel ban or pause? 39 countries, 75 countries. Oh, what I think, it's just a matter of time, because there are so many cases pending on this travel ban. I mean, the travel ban already, a judge decided on it. So at least we have some clarity over there. We know what's going on. But the 75 countries, we have no clue. All I can say is patient. Okay, but whatever is going on, nothing has the beginning, has no end. You just have to be patient. Okay, Flor de Jamaica. I think it's Flor de Jamaica. Okay, this is TikTok, and then I'm going to get YouTube. Okay. Do you advise filing for marriage case now? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you should file for marriage case. Absolutely. Why not? File. because we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, man. Nothing is guaranteed. So if you can, go ahead and file. We don't know tomorrow, maybe it's gonna come something just crazy. Remember, they're saying everybody have to go back to their country, so we don't know what might happen. So you may want to take just advantage. Go ahead and file. Don't even worry about it. But if you feel like I don't want to file it, then don't file. But my advice, do it. Okay, we don't know what's gonna be tomorrow. Okay, this is from a joke. I think it's a Joki Yinche. I cannot read it. So the end is 7964, and this is on YouTube. And the question is about the last time I traveled, I was fined for agriculture violation. Could this affect my admissibility, green card holder through VAWA? If you had a document saying you are inadmissible, yes, it can affect it. So I'm going to give again, before to continue taking the questions, I'm going to give an update on what's happening right now, because our title for this live today is, immigration updates, and especially things you have to know right now, what's happening. If you have a TPS, this is what we start our live with. If you have a TPS, make sure you look into adjustment of status. Get out of TPS. You are from Haiti, Venezuela, whatever country you're from, Somalia, Ethiopia, it doesn't matter, they extended your time. Please make sure you apply, you look into adjustment of status. If maybe you are married to a US citizen, maybe your son is a US citizen, a son born in the US, see if they may qualify to file. Even if VAWA, maybe look into cancellation of removal. If you've been in the US for 10 years or more, look into cancellation of removal. You need to get out of TPS. Why? Because Federal Appeal Court just said the Trump administration, the government, USCIS have the right to give TPS or take it away. So they just give a green light. Remember the TPS for, Ethiopia, and TPS for, Haiti, they took it off. And if it wasn't for judges, TPS won't be there. It will be gone. So now they're saying they have the right to do whatever they want to do. Okay, and this happened this last Friday. Another update. So if you have a TPS, I'm not saying you don't have any more status, you don't have anything, but try to get out of it. You have a TPS, yes, your TPS is still there, but don't rely on TPS. Please, don't rely on TPS, because we don't know what might happen tomorrow. If they take it out, will you get it back? I don't know. Now, another update is on expedited removal. So if you enter the US, and then this is again a decision from a federal court of appeal, again, federal appeal court, this is what they say. If you enter the US within 2 years or less, and you don't have a proof, you must have proof that you've been in the US continually for the past 2 years. If you don't have a proof, they have the right to deport you without seeing a judge, meaning they can just pack you up and say, hey, leave, and you're good to go. So seeing a judge is like, yes, can you see a judge? Absolutely, but they can decide not, don't give you a chance to see a judge. So this is a huge thing, and it's a terrible decision for immigrants. Very, very, very bad. And you have to know about it. So if you've been in the US for less than 2 years or less, make sure you have proof you've been in the US for 2 years, because that's the only thing that's gonna help you to stay. If you don't have proof, they can just pack you and tell you, hey, you have to leave the country. And how can you prove? Mails. If you have mails proving with your name on, it doesn't matter, it's a mail from Verizon, a mail from any place, as long as your name is on, that's proof. If you ever file taxes, that's proof. If maybe you have a job and you have W-2, that's proof. Maybe you don't have a job, but maybe you went to hospital, any hospital records, that's proof. Maybe even a citation, you got a citation, a ticket, maybe driving ticket or whatever ticket, those are proof. So just think of all the proof you may have. Maybe you have bills, you pay bills and constantly they send you bills. Those are proof. So make sure you have proof you've been in the US for 2 years, and keep it with you somewhere. Make sure you have it, just in case they're trying to take you out. You can prove, hey, here's the proof I've been here for 2 years, and then you have the right to see a judge. If you don't have proof, you don't have a right. If you have proof, yes, you can see a judge. This is a federal appeal court decided decision on Saturday, past Friday. Okay. Tomorrow they're going to be a decision. This is a huge, a decision on birthright citizenship. Tomorrow, Monday, the judges are going to look into it, and we are crossing the fingers. We are really crossing the finger. We hope everything goes good, because if this changes, it's going to be a major immigration law change. It's going to be so big, meaning kids born in the US, they won't have any rights. Your kids born here, if you're undocumented, they won't be US citizen. So they are deciding on it tomorrow, Monday. Last time they wanted to decided on it. They wanted to decide on it, then they pushed it. They pushed it a little bit. Will they push it again tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. But again, I don't see how this law can pass. I don't see it. Okay. I don't see it. But again, there are so much surprises. With Trump administration, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I won't be surprised. I don't see how it's going to go through, but anything is possible. Let's take a question on TikTok and then YouTube. What is 221G? 221G is administrative processing. Okay, you can type on Google right now, just type, what is 221G? Is going to tell you administrative processing. When you go to the embassy and they say, hey, we are doing an investigation on your case, they'll give you a 221G. Okay, now 212F or 221F, again, if it's F at the end, this is a presidential declaration. It's different than administrative processing. Okay, sometimes they'll give you a 221G by mistake, again, at the embassy, and they'll tell you, hey, you know what? Your country's on travel ban or visa pause. We cannot give you this. We cannot give you this because of this, that. It's a mistake because it's supposed to be 221F. Okay, so, but those people at the embassy, I don't think they know the difference, so they just give 221G to everybody. So, if your country's on travel ban or visa pause, they might say, hey, we are giving you 221F, and that's not a mistake. But sometimes they'll give you 221G, is a mistake, but they'll tell you, hey, we cannot give you a visa because your country's on visa pause. Then it's okay. It's going to be written there, but they just quote a wrong law because that's not the law. It's supposed to be F at the end. Okay, so is again 221G is administrative processing, meaning we don't trust your case, we don't see your case really clear. We need to do an investigation on your paper, on your marriage, on your kids, whatever it is. After this, we're gonna tell you what to do. What about the 75 country on visa? Travel ban in 39 country. Visa pause is, there's nothing till now, unfortunately. I hope I could tell you. Will the DV 2027 open? This is a question from, I think, Monster 1112. I have no clue. Right now, DV is closed, and I don't think it's going to be open. It would be a beautiful thing if they can open, because last time they said they was going to open and they was going to charge $1 filing fee. Everybody applying for DV, there are millions and millions and millions of people applying. So everybody's going to pay $1 fee. Still, even if they say that, they announced it to the Department of State, still they never open it. They did not run it. So will they do it again? I don't know. Okay, one thing I know, right now, US doesn't want nothing to do with people coming to the US. They don't want the immigrant, they don't want nobody. Right now, that's what's happening. If they open, that would be a beautiful thing. Okay, so Pablo, I think it's a Pablo Down. This is on TikTok. Then I'm gonna come on YouTube right now. What is a visa case will, okay? What visa cases will NVC? Oh man, Pablo, I really don't get your question. Is your question a question and it doesn't make any sense? Okay, Azza, this is I think from Azza, and say, I've applied for, okay, SIV, done the interview, they told me to wait. Yeah, it depends on your country, depends where you are, service, depends on your country. If your country is on a travel ban, they cannot do anything. If your country is not on a travel ban, again, it all depends. You know what's going on right now. So all you can do is just to wait, and probably you might have to reapply again all over. Because after some times, if you don't hear from them, then you have to reapply. Okay. So let's take here, and then we're gonna go back here. Let's take on YouTube now. My people on YouTube, I'm gonna answer your question. So here is Ejeko. This I think I already answered you. 7964. As a green card holder through VAWA, is it okay to travel? Absolutely, you are free to travel. Yes, you are free to travel. Just make sure all your text messages are erased. Don't travel with crazy text messages. Don't say I'm a green card holder, so I'm free. I can do whatever I want. Get them out. Get all the text messages out. And crazy phones like maybe a 2018 phone with old messages, just erase, because you don't know what those messages may be in. Anyway, why you gonna have an old phone with all text messages since 2018? So my advice: go on your WhatsApp, get out all messages, and then travel. Don't trust your phone saying, I don't have anything. Get it off, or just leave it and go with one new phone, and that's it. Okay, let's take, you are free to travel, 100% free to travel. But again, they're gonna pull your secondary inspection room. They're gonna ask you a kind of question. Just be prepared with that. Okay, and sometimes there's not even one question. You just keep moving. And if your spouse did report you of marriage fraud, they'll tell you this, that, and you should be okay. Again, you're a green card holder. Nobody's gonna take your green card away. Okay, that is Molly 7429. Say, please advise. I came on B1, B2 visa, I'm assuming, sometimes last year. This is on YouTube. And then filed for change of status to F1, which took long. Okay. After that, I filed for asylum, and now I've been served NTA. This is very common. Somebody came here on a B1, B2, they did an F1, somewhere didn't go through, F1 didn't go through, then they decided to file for asylum. Now you got an NTA. NTA now, they want to see if your asylum can go through. Okay, that's the purpose. Notice to appear. You have to see a judge. And unfortunately, the approval rating. I want everybody with asylum case to look at your approval approval rate on asylum is so terrible. Please don't trust asylum. I say to everybody, if you come to me and give me even, I don't know, 100,000, do asylum for me, I won't do it, because it's a huge trap. It's the first way, it's the number one way to be deported. So don't do it. I won't even advise anybody to file for asylum. But if you think you really have a strong asylum case with plenty of evidence, especially if like a female genital mutilation, FGM, you may want to look into it. But just make sure you get a good lawyer who's going to get all the evidence from the doctors. So if you have an asylum in your situation, if you don't win your asylum, which most likely, almost maybe you may not, I hope you do, but you may be deported. So you might want to look into, maybe the only thing for you here is maybe marriage based. Again, it has to be a real true marriage, a very sincere marriage. Do it, get yourself into remote proceedings. If it's a fake marriage, it's not gonna work. Don't even make a mistake. Again, right now, if you have an NTA, you have to save every penny, just in case things goes wrong. You have some money to start something back home. Okay, sometimes you can get married and still marriage won't fix anything. Okay, in fact, the marriage bring more problem, to be honest. Sometimes you get married and then you put your paper, and all of a sudden your spouse say, I don't want this anymore. I just realized all you want is papers. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm done. Immigrant. I'm gonna call ICE. I'm gonna do this. Call you all kind of names. Then you find yourself in a terrible situation. Actually, you're even better off not filing than filing with a wrong person. So it's not every marriage will give you a green card. Some marriage will get you in a serious headache. You'll wish you never did it. I talk to so many people like, wow. I listen to them, I'm like, wow. They're crying, and I feel like, what am I gonna do here? you know. A brother, a sister just married, they believe in themselves, they believe their marriage was okay, and all of a sudden the man just say, or the woman just say, hey, get out. You go to work, you working night shift, you come in winter time, and you find your clothes, not even, they're outside, next to a trash bin. They put one bag outside and they wrote on the clothes on your bag, they say, your other clothes are next to a trash bin. If you want to take your clothes, go to a trash bin and take it. And you just walk overnight. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Nothing. And then she just say, I'm tired, I can continue. Just like that, you are screwed. I'm sorry, my language. I don't like to use this language, but unfortunately, just like that, you found yourself in serious trouble. So, and I have so many people, many of my people in this situation, they marry and the marriage is a nightmare. It turns out the marriage is the most craziest thing they ever did. Okay. So if you find yourself in this situation, most likely don't go crazy. You may qualify for VAWA because regardless, nobody have any right just to kick you out, man. In winter time, you know, or you walk overnight and you come home early in the morning, you find all your clothes are outside, and she just wrote on the paper, or he just wrote on the paper, I'm tired, I don't want to know you no more. And you calling, the phone is not going through. She's inside actually sleeping. When you come 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. trying to get in the house, there's no way. Now you're sleeping in the car for 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I talk to people in this situation every day. So sometimes in this situation, better you stay the way you are than filing. But what you have to do is to look into VAWA. Because nobody, that's a terrible abuse. Terrible, terrible, terrible. File for VAWA and it should be good. Just make sure you have documentation of everything. Call the police so you can get a police report. This is going to be at least documented somewhere that this did happen to you. And it's not just going to be like you said it, but it's written on the police report. And the police going to come knock your spouse door. They're going to ask why, why did you, oh, she doesn't have a lease. This is my house. They look at the lease. Yeah, you don't live, you are not on the lease. Then the police is going to say, you bye-bye, you have to go. So you're sleeping in a car till you get some money, find your own place. It's just too much going on. Okay? It's too much. It's too much. And I hope my sisters and my brother don't do this to anybody because it's not a good thing. It's really, really a most terrible thing ever. Okay? We are all human. Okay? Nobody should kick them out and just throw them on the street like that. Okay? Have you come across a waiver on a travel ban for immigrant visa? A waiver on a travel ban? No, there's no waiver. No. Unless I don't get your question. This is a question on TikTok, and this is Ezra. If I ever come on a waiver on a country from a travel ban, special immigrant visa? No, absolutely no. So I don't get your question exactly. I understand the special immigrant visa, SIJ or SIJI. What you might want to do is to get my info on bio. I'll give you, my consultation is free. So for those who just join us, my name is Luke with the Matthews Immigration. I've been practicing for 19 years now. And I think if you've been listening to me and you like what we do, please go ahead and follow. Don't be shy. Follow. My consultation is free. Okay, what I tell you real stuff. It's no gimmick, it's no shortcuts. I tell you exactly as it is. If your cases deserve something, I'll tell you, hey, you got a good case. If you got nothing, I'll tell you, hey, don't even try. You're going to get yourself in a trap. Okay, so, okay. Thank you so much earlier this week. Okay, I hope you could say this is Scopy. Thank you so much earlier this week. So I don't know what you're saying, Scopy. You mean you got a consultation? You're welcome. Okay, so let's take another question here on YouTube. Then we're gonna come back on TikTok. We're gonna do this a little bit, and then before we close our thing. So this is again for all. I think Olomide Oloyedi. Okay, so this is say I need your help. My case like 6 months ago. We already did this. I told you what you have to do. You have to go to post office and do just apply for what you call, PO box. And again, you should be okay. If you have a VAWA case and you are not sure of your address, go to post office, apply for PO box. It's gonna cost you almost nothing, like 35, 40 bucks. And your mails will be at least safe. You don't have to worry ever to lose any mails. Okay. You don't have to give this to immigration, just leave the way it is and just inform post office. Anything come in my name goes to this PO box. They will do it for you. Okay, so now we got here CJ Dean. What do you think about the travel ban or pause 39 countries and 75 countries? I already answered this question several times. I think right now, as far as if your case is in the US, they say they're going to start adjudicating it. And USCIS is appealing, again, what the judge decided. And then when we go, we look at embassy, they say they're going to start looking at it. But again, we are not sure because I haven't seen anything, nothing. But I'm 100% sure for people in the US, they have a chance for to get their case done. For people outside the US, forget it. It might be a problem. So if you want to know, my contact in the bio. You're asking yourself, how can I get in touch with him? My contact in the bio. You click on the website, you're going to see everything is there. Phone number, our WhatsApp line, everything is over there. So easy. And you can send a message on WhatsApp. Immediately, you're going to get a link. Follow the link, put your WhatsApp line, put your email address, and say a little bit what your issue. I have an issue like this, just very short, and we will make an appointment regardless. We don't skip anybody. At the beginning, I used to skip some people. I used to tell my people, hey, don't give this. They're talking about work permit, or my work permit was denied. No, I give everybody a shot. And this is within 4 months. That's what we've been doing since basically February till now. We don't skip everybody. Everybody requests for an appointment, we talk to them. So if you did request for an appointment and I didn't talk to you, could be maybe it was before February. And the reason is because I told my team there are certain cases you don't have to give an appointment. I think like it's a pain in the butt for no reason. You have a case already on appeal and you say I need a consultation. Your case is on appeal. Just wait for a decision. What can I possibly tell you? Maybe if you are looking into marriage, that could be a different thing. So, and then I realized, you know what? People are just so stressed and they want to get some info. So, and then I tell my people, please give everybody an appointment. So if you request for an appointment, I'll talk to you. If you're following me and you really believe I'm doing something good for this community, I'm not perfect. I'm trying my best. Go ahead and follow. Go ahead and follow. Follow, subscribe. I have a YouTube page. It's a very, very low following. You can go ahead and follow us on YouTube too. That would be a very, very beautiful thing. So here we have a question on TikTok, and a TikToker say USCIS has approved my reentry permit, I-131 reentry permit. Been 2 years now. She never got her booklet to come back. I don't understand. If they approve your reentry permit, normally a reentry permit is for people, most of the time a reentry permit is for people who have already a green card and they believe they want to stay outside the US for maybe 1.5 years instead of 6 months, and they want to stay maybe 1.5 years, maybe close to 2 years, because a reentry permit gives you a green card holder chance to stay outside the US for 2 years, up to 2 years, and then you can actually renew it for 2 additional years, and then it's 4 years. Okay, but when you're renewing your reentry permit, you have to come to the US, you have to apply for it, and then you do it. Sometimes you can also do it at the embassy, and the embassy will do it for you 100%. But my advice would be like, don't even try to do it at the embassy, do it in the US. But the good thing about reentry permit, you got 2 years plus 2 years. So it's gonna expire in 2 years, and then you're gonna renew it another 2 years. If you have a 2-year reentry permit, I don't know, she left the US and then she went over 2 years, that's tough. She might want to apply to get it at the embassy. She needs to go and show the proof of her prior reentry permit at the embassy, make an appointment, prepare the entire application, all the fees, all the fee payment, everything inside, and then make an appointment with the embassy, go to the embassy, submit it directly with the embassy. don't send it to USCIS with the embassy. So they will know you are outside the country, so they can tell you to go and do your biometrics. Very, very important. That's for re-entry permits. Okay, if you have any question, you can reach out and let's see what it is. What can I do today? Make it 760 days after my I-130 and 45 interview. I have not heard or hear anything. This is a question from O2 Baremu. Okay, so if your country is on a travel ban, unfortunately, you may not hear nothing from them. That's the truth. If your country is on a travel ban, from a travel ban country, you submit your case, you may not hear nothing from USCIS until this travel ban is over. Sometimes they will call you in and, you know, they may not issue a green card. You're going to do an interview. They tell you your interview went really good. You did very good. Wow, amazing. But they may not give you a green card. But it's a good thing. You just, at least you have a case in USCIS or ICE will not mess around with you. Meaning they'll not just come and pick you up and try to deport you. Because you have a pending case. You have a green card pending. It's obvious. They can see it. So don't worry about the days. I know it's very frustrating. Almost half a year waiting. But you'll be okay. You will be okay. Depends. If your country's on a travel ban, then I'll just tell you, relax. You'll be okay. You know, we are in Trump time. Everything is possible. You know, people are applying and they're just waiting. The most important things, don't be stressed out. As long as you have a green card pending, your I-130 pending with USCIS, you are million, if not billion times better than somebody who have nothing. Because actually you can show it to the immigration judge and the judge can give you a court date maybe to 2030. I'm seeing it all the time. Somebody in room for proceeding on asylum, but they marry a US citizen, file the I-130 petition. They bring a petition to the court. They show the court the petition. The court have a receipt. Automatically, they tell a judge, Johanna, I'm not pursuing asylum anymore. I'm looking into marriage petition. I'm looking into marriage. I'm going to get a green card to my spouse, my wife, my husband. Automatically, what's going to happen? They're going to move your case to 2029 to 2030 to allow your I-130 to be adjudicated, to be approved, so you can get your green card. So this is what you have to do. So again, it's very important that you file your case because at least you can even request the judge to close the case. You know, just try. Tell a judge, I want to close this case. We already have a child with me and my spouse. We've been together for 2 years or been together for some times. They look at it, they will close your case. Most of the time, the judge will close your case. Again, don't get me wrong. If they say we don't want to close it, we just want to see until it's approved. But most of the time, we try it and always work. Okay. Good evening, sir. This is God Bless a Child. And again, the question is, God Bless a Child. He said, good evening, sir. Is it safe for immigrants to AV a I-10 now? I don't get your question. I-10. I think it's I-10. Are you talking about the IRS case? I mean, you know, employment that, you know, thing they give to work, like I-10 number? I don't know. I hope I understand your question. If you can make it clear. Okay, let's see here. On YouTube now. Let's answer a few questions on YouTube. YouTube. Okay, this is for Ibrahim. And he say, hello, my viewers. I'm having a European citizenship, but was born in, raised in Africa. Okay, got married to a US citizen and have 2 kids. Congratulations. With her. I'm a green card holder and was wondering if I can travel. Why not, my brother? You are free to travel, man. Listen, I'm saying this to everybody with a green card, conditional green card, 2-year green card, extension letter, even a stamp. Your condition already expired. You went to USCIS and they put a stamp for you. You are free to travel. Just buy your ticket and go. But if you have a criminal record background, please, before doing it, talk to a lawyer. You can contact me. My consultation is free. Free. Mahala is the same in South Africa. Okay, you are free to travel. Unless, you know, you got 2 kids. You'll be fine. Buy your ticket and keep moving. So again, there's something that happened right now, and the Supreme Court made a decision again, and I forgot to talk about this. If you are a green card holder, and you have a case pending, not in immigration, not in immigration court, just a regular case pending, should you be traveling? Because before you could travel, no problem. But right now, if you have a case pending, a criminal case, they didn't charge you with anything. The case is still pending. Please don't travel. Because if you do, ICE have the right, CBP have the right not to parole and not to let you in. And if they let you in, you have to be careful. If they give you a parole document, the document known as a parole, then you'll be in trouble, because a parole is good for 1 year, meaning it's like you basically have no green card. You have to go, instead of you accepting a parole, you refuse a parole and request to go see a judge. Very important if you're a green card holder and you have a case, a criminal case, maybe you're already outside the US, because Supreme Court made a decision on it. They made a decision and said if you have a criminal case pending in the US and you're a green card holder and you travel outside the US, they shouldn't allow you to come back. They can either allow you or they can do whatever they want to do at the border. They seriously made a decision on it. So if you are a green card holder and you have a case pending, a criminal case, don't travel. If you are a US citizen, you have a child support of $2,500, don't travel. You are a US citizen, you have a child support, $2,500, and you are planning to travel, make sure you're trying to settle this, make sure you're up to date with it. If you just make a mistake and travel, you may have a problem when you come back, because they just said they shouldn't be letting people with child support to be traveling outside. They go outside in Turkey, Istanbul, they go China, they go Africa to enjoy themselves at the beach where the kids are starving. You owe like, I don't know, child support, and you buy a ticket which is almost $2,000, and you go over there instead of paying this child support and finish with it. So that's what they're saying. If you owe $2,500, make sure you contact them, trying to make a payment. Bring it down a little bit under $2,500, because they say $2,500, $2,500. So trying to bring it down than $2,500, and you should be okay. But if you owe $2,500, they are going to cancel your passport. They will cancel your passport. That's what they said. They will cancel it. I haven't seen anybody in this situation, to be honest. That's what the court say. That's what the court say. They can cancel your passport, so you will travel, find yourself in trouble. Okay, you go back to that other country and the country check the passport and the system is canceled. Oh, it's crazy. So you make sure you take care of that bill before traveling. Trying to settle with them, even if you want to pay like $1,000 or $500 or $700, so it's come down under $2,500 and you can go. I think that's what I'm thinking. They didn't say how to do it, but that's what I'm thinking. Because they say if it's 25, less than 25, you are good to go. Over 25 or over, you go, they should cancel your passport. So that's for US citizen. I told you this Trump thing is gonna get everybody. US citizen, everybody, undocumented, green card holder is getting everybody. Now they're on child support. That's crazy. Okay. We're gonna take a last question, probably one on TikTok, one on YouTube. And this is a question from Ajoki. I think, I don't have any admissibility issue. I was just asking if agriculture violation fine could affect admissibility. It can affect right now with Trump, absolutely. I'm just saying in the past, I didn't see any. If you have any violation, normally you just deal with it and it's over. Okay, because when you are adjusting your status, what they're looking at, how you enter the US. But now here they are looking into everything just to deny you. Everything they can to deny you. And if they see, and I'm saying this on J1, people on the J1, people came on the J1 and they're trying to waive the 2-year, then when they apply for green card, if their waiver was not approved and they came in on a J1, unfortunately, they're having problem to adjust. Okay, they'll tell them, oh, you cannot adjust because, they did not waive this, they did not do this. But the immigration law is very clear. If you are married to a US citizen, automatically your unlawful presence, whatever it is, it will be waived. But the USCIS is trying to use some other law, trying to go around it. Okay, so if you're on J1, they are charging them with this stuff that was never ever an issue before, ever. Now they are saying, oh, your extension wasn't approved. your waiver wasn't approved. Now they're trying to punish you on it. I think that could be a problem. I'm not gonna say 100%. Normally before it was never a problem, but right now anything is a problem. So my advice, should we apply if you are married to a US citizen? Maybe not. Maybe not, to be honest. Okay, maybe not. Because I don't have any case. Before I know agriculture issues, thank you for the heart. Agriculture issue was never a problem. J1 issue, I'm saying this on J1. So I'm giving this example on J1. J1 was never, ever a problem. Was never a problem. So you came in and now you apply, you have a J1. Now they're asking you, oh, why you didn't apply for waiver, and your waiver didn't go through, automatically they give you a hard time on J1. So I'm taking this example on J1 because I'm seeing some people are having issue with it. I'm actually applying this issue on your agriculture, violation. So yes, they can charge you on it. What should you do? Don't rush into filing. That would be my advice. Okay, even if you came to me and say, oh, let's just do it because I don't know what's going to be down the road. I already know there's a violation. Should I continue? Maybe not. So best thing, to stay the way you are for now until this whole mess is all clear, then go. Or if you want to file, just file the I-130 petition, stand alone. It's going to get approved because I-130, they won't talk about your violation. But the I-45, that's where they dig into violation. So you file the I-130, at least you have an I-130 approved, and then just wait. Okay, I think that if I were you, that would be the way to go. If I were to advise you and you were my client, that would be the way I would tell you to do. Just do the I-130, don't touch the green card. Because the I-130, they won't talk about, inadmissibility. They won't. Okay. I have to say thank you to everybody here. Fine people, good people, people of God. It's been a nice. Please follow me. Please subscribe. If you think I'm doing my best, today's Sunday, supposed to be, with my wife, my kids, talking, chilling Sunday, but I take my time to try and help the community, trying to help you people. It's not me, it's all about God. Trying to put everything up there. Okay? Love your enemies as yourself. Love your neighbors as yourself. Love especially your spouse. You cannot go to a cashier, Walmart cashier, ShopRite, Kroger's cashier, and have a nice smile with them, talk them so nice and how sweet, and come to the house fighting with your spouse. It's not good. Make peace at home. Make peace at home. Make peace at home. Life is too short. We don't know. Nothing is guaranteed tomorrow. Nothing. Okay? You have issue with your wife, with anybody, make peace. Talk to them. Find a way to make peace. We don't know tomorrow, man. Life is too short. This whole thing, whole system is going on. Everywhere is just a mess. People are coming to the US, and when they come to the US, they find themselves in a huge mess. People are going to Europe, find themselves in a huge mess. Africa, even you go South Africa, is chasing the foreigners. You go other countries, it's such a huge mess. Even in Europe, some European countries are doing almost the same thing that's happening in South Africa. So let us be kind to each other. Life is too short. Let us be kind. Do what you can to help your neighbors. Do what you can to help somebody. Help somebody. Okay? And be very kind. Be very kind. You have an immigration case. Don't be too proud. Don't abuse your spouse because they're immigrant. You're immigrant. I'm going to call ICE. That's not good. That's terrible. Feel what the other people feel if they were to do that to you. It don't matter they messed up, they did you wrong, but don't think saying I'm going to call ICE on you is going to be a good thing. That's very bad. So be nice to each other. Life is too short. Nobody's going to take this passport. When we all get buried, we get down 6 feet, no passport, nothing. If you're a Muslim, not even clothes on your body. That's how you get buried. Everything you think you have is nothing. You're not going to go to the heaven gate and say, please open the heaven for me. I'm a US citizen. Open. I have to say thank you. Okay? If you are working, work extra, save money. Save money because you don't know tomorrow. You don't know tomorrow. You can say, I'm a green card holder, save money. You can say, oh, no, I have a pending asylum, I have a 5-year work permit, save money. Save money. Just in case things goes wrong, you can start something back home. Take care of your family, take care of your children, take care of yourself, and especially take care of your parents if you have one. Take care. God bless you. Pray for me, and I'll pray for you. Thank you.